Well, as some of you know, during lockdown I got myself into a little bit of sim racing as I wasn't allowed to go out anywhere in the real world. And today I've had a big delivery from Fanatec, which I've paid for, so that I can upgrade my equipment. So stay tuned and you'll see a first ever on Wolfie's Wheels unboxing video. Well, hello and welcome to another edition of our Wolfie's Wheels. In this video, I've had a delivery from Fanatec, who make steering wheels and pedal sets and things like that for the sim racing community, which I decided to upgrade my existing equipment to, if that makes any sense. When I started doing this sim racing stuff back in the lockdown, I didn't want to go too deep into it, so I bought myself the ubiquitous Logitech wheel and pedal set, and they've served me very well. But I'm now at the stage where I want to up the game a little bit more, and I think that the particularly load cell pedals are going to help a great deal in that regard, just to get the seconds off the times that I want to get. Anyway, to cut a long story short, I ordered all of the stuff back in November 2023, and today is the 19th of March 2024, and finally my package has arrived from Fanatec. I've no idea, I've not opened it yet, so this is going to be, as I said earlier, the first ever unboxing video on the Wolfie's Wheels channel. So here we go. So I suppose before we actually start doing the unboxing, I better just tell you what's in these boxes down here. And as I read out of my order, I actually ordered some Club Sport Pedals V3 damper kit, Club Sport Pedals V3 brake performance kit, Club Sport Pedals V3, a Club Sport steering wheel RS, a quick release 2 wheel slide, a podium base, wheelbase DD1 with the quick release 2 on it, and hopefully all of that is in there. So let's see what we've got. Okay, so the first thing we're going to unbox is this big beast here. This is the direct drive wheelbase, which is the DD1 wheelbase, which, to be honest, is at the time as good as I could realistically afford. I've never used an actual direct drive wheel before. There's plenty of videos on the internet that explain the difference between direct drive wheels and gear driven wheels and belt driven wheels, but I'm expecting this to be a significant step up in terms of how the car feels, realism and immersion and so on. So here we go, let's lift this beauty out. God, it's heavy. It says it weighs 15 kilos. I can believe that. So let's go into the box. And it's a box in a box. Woohoo! Look at this. You see it? Yes, Fanatec Podium DD1 wheelbase. So it's got to figure out how to get in here. All right. Okay. I think that. Right. Okay. I think this must come this way. Does it? No. Oh, I see. Yeah, it just lifts off. Stupid boy. Is it attached at the ends? Yes, it's locked. It's locked here as well. See this here? So it's beautifully packaged, I've got to say that. And there it is. Look at this. Just look at that. Feast your eyes on it. QR2, quick release 2. And it's got plug, some cables, some instructions, but yeah, that just looks lovely. So that's in there, which is really all this video is doing. It's just making sure that I've had delivered what I should have done. So let's move on next to the second box. Okay, so second box, this should have the pedals in them. Now the pedals are load cell pedals, and that is, I think, going to make the biggest difference to my ability to improve lap times and things on the sim. For those who don't know, load cell pedals work by effectively pressure, as opposed to non-load cell pedals work in sort of position. So as you push on the pedal, it depends where the pedal is in its travel, how much braking force you've got. You don't actually get any sort of feedback through your feet like you do in a real car. Whereas the load cell pedal simulates better the real braking forces, so it actually works on sort of force. As I said before, there are many more knowledgeable people, much more knowledgeable than me, on the YouTube. So if you're into this sort of thing, look them up. I know it'll explain much better than I did exactly what the difference between load cell and I think they're called potentiometers, I'm not sure, non-load cell pedals are. Anyway, I'm still super excited, so let's get in here. Here we go. Club Sport pedals, V3 Club Sport pedals. There we go. So I just need to get these out. Hopefully it's not this way up only or anything daft like that, because if it is, that's probably the warranty gone. There. Club Sport V3 pedals, throttle, brake, clutch. Probably don't really intend to use the clutch because I haven't got a manual gear lever, but the steering wheel, as we'll see when we get to it, has got the flappy paddles anywhere. It says between ordinary and extraordinary is just that little extra. That's what it says. Quick guide, we are going to need that, but let's just remove the pedals from here while we're at it. Oh, look at this, beautifully packaged again. You know, yeah. I mean, loads of bits in there. And this stuff, you know, isn't cheap. To be fair, the cost of these pedals, wheelbase, and all the other bits I bought, I could have actually bought a proper car with an MOT, 12 months tax, and so on. But, you know, now for some reason the camera keeps cutting out. I don't know why. So hopefully it's all being recorded. But here we have, as I say, beautifully made. God, look, I mean, just look at them. Absolutely gorgeous. As I say, there's other YouTube channels have done real investigations into these pedals and talking about the how they come apart. God, they feel meaty anyway. I mean, weigh a ton. Anyway, I'm going to put these back in the box where they came from, and then I'll open the next box. So bear with me, but yeah, I mean, absolutely made up with these. Now we're on to the third box, which is a whole lot lighter than the other ones, and it should contain all the bits that aren't in the other two boxes, so kind of let's hope it does. In particular, looking forward to seeing the steering wheel for the first time. Yes, so in here this is quick release 2 QR2 wheel slide. We'll have a look at that in a minute. In here we've got Club Sport Pedals V3 brake performance kit. In here we've got V3 pedals damper kit, and in this one we've got probably the most important interface after the pedals, the actual steering wheel, because obviously, you know, it's what you're actually touching all the time when you're racing with your hands. So it's like any real car really. The touch points are pretty important in the overall enjoyment of stuff. Anyway, so let's open up the damper kit to start with, and we'll save the pedals to the end. So you may well fast forward through this bit, that's entirely up to you if you just want to put the wheel. Anyhow, here we go. So Club Sport damper kit here. What's in the box, Wolfie? Well, I don't know. What does it do? Do you know? I don't really know. It was all part of the bundle that I bought in the Black Friday sale. So here we go, damper kit. Wow, wow. I mean, that is, I mean, it doesn't really perhaps come across on the camera, but that is just so nicely made. It just feels so good. It's solid. It's German engineering. I won't say at its best, but you know, I would never knock German engineering. Blimey, that's lovely. So let's put that back in there. The next one we'll open is this Club Sport Pedals V3 brake performance kit. I think this basically is springs and other componentry or rubber washers and things which actually enable you to fine-tune the pressure that you need to use the pedal, you know, how much force you feel in your foot. And it even comes with some lithium grease and something to fix it with. I mean, simple pleasures, but you know, yeah, jolly good. Again, I'm going to have to resort to YouTube to see just how to set all this up. There is a quick start guide, of course, which I will look at. Despite being a bloke, I am actually going to look at the instructions. I'm a bit weird like that, really. But then I never have any trouble putting IKEA furniture together either, because I read the instructions. Anyway, let's open the QR2. It's the quick release mechanism, which sort of sits between the wheelbase and the steering wheel, and it enables you to clip the steering wheel on and off, because Fanatec, as you may or may not know, do all sorts of different steering wheels for different classes of race car, different buttons and switches and things on them. And it's possibly a wormhole we're going to end up going down anyway, because why not? Man's got to have a hobby, and this is the current hobby du jour. Although, to be fair, it has lasted 4 years, so maybe it's not quite as much of a flash in the pan as some of my other hobbies have been. Somebody said, my sister said the other day, you know, the thing is, you get into something, you get right into it, which is great until you get bored with it and you've got a load of gear. Yes, I know. Anyway, QR2, Quick Release 2. So the Quick Release 2 is an upgraded, newer mechanism which gets rid of some of the flex which was reportedly in some of the others, earlier systems. How noticeable it is at the level I'm driving at, I don't know, but it all feels very nice. It's nice and it's made of metal, there's no plastic in it. Feels lovely, but not exactly an exciting thing to look at on a video, unless you really are very geeky and into this sort of stuff. This little box, again, beautifully packaged here, and just, in fact, we just hoof it over there. It's like Christmas, although I never particularly like Christmas. And now, here we have it, the Club Sport steering wheel. And so excited to open this as well. I've been pretty excited to open it all, to be honest. But let's just see what this is. This one's like. Recycling was only done a couple of days ago, so kind of going to have a load of recycling stuff laying about. These outside boxes. I might well keep the inside boxes, I don't know. But anyway, there you go. Fanatec juggling Club Sport steering wheel. Let's get it opened. It's Club Sport steering wheel RS. Standing for something, I don't know what it stands for. Must stand for something. Let's try and get in here. There you go, that goes there. Goes there. It says here, anything that happens. What's next? Before or after is just waiting. Right, quick start. Beautifully packaged. Gosh, it's got its own little carry bag and a whole load of bits as well. Let's rip this open and have a look at it. So, here we go. I can't get in. Right, no, it's all right. like a school PE bag. Oh wow, there you go. Fanatec Club Sport steering wheel. So rev counter, loads of switches, carbon fibre, little display bit there, flappy paddles. Oh yeah, I mean, okay, this was a lot more expensive than the Logitech stuff that I bought, which to be honest, I could have bought this probably to start with, but I didn't know whether I was going to really enjoy it or not. But yeah, I think it's plastic there, not leather, but no, I think it is leather. It certainly smells leathery. But yeah, there you go. So there you have it. Unboxed all of the stuff I've got from Fanatec. I'm not in this video going to put it all on the rig. I need to work out how to do it and how to set it all up. But I will certainly show how to attach all of the bits to the oops, legs just fell off my tripod. Yeah, I can't find anywhere. This is a Next Level Racing rig. It's very solid. It's more solid than is needed for this wheel, but I did buy it on the basis that if I did like the hobby, I could upgrade the wheel without having to upgrade the base as well. But what I can't find on the internet is any videos as to how to attach all that lot to this actual rig, so I will do that myself. I'll work out how to do it and I'll post a video on that, so that it might help someone else who decides to go down the Fanatec ecosystem of stuff. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please feel free to share it and tell your mates. And of course, subscribe. It's great if you do subscribe. I really like it to see the numbers going up. We're up to, time of recording this, 713, which, given how infrequently I put videos out, I'm very pleased with. Anyway, as I say, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video where we're probably going to be putting all this lot onto the rig, and then maybe one after that does a bit of a setup, because it needs all sorts of tweaks in the software and firmware updates and so on. Anyway, that's it, and in the meantime I look forward to seeing you in a future edition of A Wolfie's Wheels. Bye.